Beauty!
Guys in the Golf.
Now we're going to put a MA15 rating on this episode. I think it's going to be...
This is stepping it up a bit now, eh?
Yeah, far out. All right, so we've been talking about having guests on for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Every episode, I think we've mentioned it, and we thought we'd start. We thought we'd start with full beers and start straight from the top.
Straight to the top of the barrel.
The maddest of the mullets, by popular demand.
Yeah,
Here he is. Welcome to
How's
the
going, everyone?
welcome to the podcast for us.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Now, isn't it?
No, this will be 9.
Is it? No.
Yeah.
Shit.
We've got one publishing tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
which is 8. Yeah.
Yeah, Roger. So, yeah, we're a week out.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me today, and it'd be a privilege, eh?
They should come down, Mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. All right.
We've been looking forward to this one, mate.
Yeah, so there might be this one might be heavily edited, depending on what may or may not incriminate.
So here we go.
Yeah,
So, Mullet, what do you reckon, mate? How did you end up here in Borroloola? What was your first...
So what happened? So when I was living in Mackay, so all the concrete industry started going down because all the mines and that, like they weren't supplying back in, and everyone was getting sacked, and then
So before you come here, you did concrete?
yeah, concrete, and yeah. So then everyone there just started getting laid off jobs, and I was working for a crew of like 8 blokes, and I said to them, I was only a single fella. Everyone had families and that. I said, I might as well just go and find another job. Then you boys keep going what you're doing, and yeah, I ended up staying there for a little bit, just getting a few jobs here and there, and done a lot of just jobs on the side, working for myself and employing blokes and.
What other sort of jobs are you doing in there over in Queensland? This is North Queensland.
Yeah, I've done a bit of I don't know, like hens nights sometimes, going out to all the different parties and that, but yeah, that was only pretty much like once a week.
So what were you?
Just like organising like events. So like would go to like we had like a sex shop where we were. So like just selling like products for the girls, and organising fun stuff. It's pretty much like a Bucks night spot for the girls, hens nights, and would go out there and organise the events. Like I was serving drinks and being like a waiter and boxes and cruising around like skippy stuff and yeah, but nothing bad. But just serving them. Like you got like 40 girls in the room. Like yeah, it's pretty cool. And then like that was only pretty much once a week or sometimes once a month when the events are on. But it was good too because when I was working outdoors, like you need mate because you're always working outside. Once the rain comes, well, we're buggered. You got no income. And then I used to do a bit of pro net fishing with George around the corner. So we used to go out there and run, I don't know, like 600 metres in net, do a little bit of crabbing with him. We used to mow lawns. Yeah.
So commercial fishing?
Commercial fishing, net fishing, yeah.
What sort of fish are you doing?
Just more like bait net. Like we never done no barra, no heavy nets. Just
netting for bait fish to sell bait fish for the
like
shops.
sell to BCF, like any little small tackle shops and that.
Yeah.
And then we used to do fillets as well, sell them to the main fish shops and that.
Yeah,
like all the
what
whiting
sort of
and
whiting
bream yep. And we used to bag up like a lot of herring, a lot of mullet. We used to catch like 500 kilos of mullet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then I moved out to Mum's house and went to Claremont. Worked on dryland farms there for a little bit, like just harvesting chickpea and sorghum and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was something different.
Tractor driving and that sort of stuff.
Tractor driving, yeah, doing big days and that. First day I got a job there. I worked for a full week and I thought, we have Saturday off and that. Started sleeping in. Next thing the farmer come down in the morning. What are you doing? We work 7 days a week here, mate. Like we don't have weekends off. We work flat out. I was like, all right then. Well, I'll go get me tractor and fill him up and I'll head out. So yeah, I learned the hard way, but that was pretty good. And then so the season ended up finishing that, and then my brother-in-law Dan got me a gig just unloading the box for a little bit. Just like every Tuesday, the chiller van would come down and we'd unload 2 40-foot containers of roos and pigs and that.
Yeah, so when you talk about the box, like for people that don't understand what you mean, like you're talking about
like game.
Yeah,
game meat, yeah.
So people that go out hunting and that.
Pigs, yep. So they're accredited, so all the pigs get stored in a big chiller for a full week. So like crabbing here, and then once a week the truck comes down and yeah, we load him all up and then send it back down to Brisbane.
Yeah, and then they get processed more. So, because like your brother-in-law Dan, like he did that a fair bit on the side,
that's
like
true. Yep.
like roo shooting and stuff when he wasn't, because he worked in the mines as well.
That's true. Yeah, these days off. Yeah, get a bit of money in that, and that was good fun too. Going out roo shooting all night.
Yeah,
yeah. Had some hairy moments doing that too. Like I wasn't that good shooting the gun, so Dan would shoot on the driver's side, then I'll go and collect the kangaroo. Then if I shoot left-hand side, he'll go out there. sometimes I'll shoot and I just like nip him on top of his head. Like he'd go down, but not actually like get rid of the animal. And when you're running out there, sometimes they play dead and they get up and they chase you. And then you see Dan running back, I'm going to kill you, dude, and shit. It's got this like full-grown kangaroo chasing him back to the car. Then we're going to go out and get rid of, like, yeah, there's been some moments where I only got, chewed from them, but it was good fun, yeah. And then after that, Mum said to me, I wasn't working much. She said, you want to come for a holiday? Come up here. Mum had a boyfriend. He's been coming up this way for probably 15 years, I reckon.
Yep.
And then I had the opportunity to jump in. I had to get one of my mates to look after. I had a few pig dogs there.
Yep.
So they looked after me dogs, and I jumped in with Mum, and went out to Meningura for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met them boys over there, and
I
was meant to be
Maningora, for people that don't know, is like that's the next river over from us.
near the Queensland border.
Yep.
And then, stayed out there for 2 weeks, and I was meant to be fishing out there. I spent, the first week with Mum doing a bit of fishing, and then the next week, I was out there running a professional crab boat.
Yep.
Yeah, with one fella out there, and it was good fun. Yeah, something different.
That was your first sort of like proper look at like commercial crabbing up here.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, something different. Yeah, like how they run their pods, and the tides up here are way different. See, back home, we've got like an average tide's probably 5 to 6 meters.
Yeah.
So they're decent. And up here, like their biggest tide up here is probably 3 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's small as. So,
yeah.
And just the country too. I've been stuck a few times when I was working over there.
Yeah, because shallow area at the front of there.
It is correct, yeah. Yep, on that dugong grass area.
Yeah.
And I had to spend one night in the boat with that 115, had the ceiling cover. I was just hiding underneath it and the mozzies and that. And yeah, just on dark. I tried to get to 2 last crab pots and no good. Got stuck. Yeah, so I had to
Spend the
learn
night out
the
there?
hard way. Yeah.
The boys come looking for you?
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, yep. Yeah, a couple of people come looking for me in the morning, about 5 o'clock. But yeah, since I've been up here, it's just been unreal. It's just different lifestyle, different the experience and that. Yeah.
Is that the only time you spend a night out in the boat being stuck?
Oh no, it's been a couple of times, but I can't. Yeah, that was when I've been doing my thing, But it was only more for, being silly and like taking the wrong creek and trying to do shortcuts and that,
You might have been able to bring up some footage, I reckon.
Oh, even that. I was going to say that time down at Rosie, me when we seen old Fred there, down at Rosie Creek. I tried to blame it. The sun was in my eye, but I didn't know that creek. And then me and little Brandy had to get out and leave my boat there and walk across. Oh yeah, it was good fun.
That's right. We all ended up stuck that night anyway. Because when I come back,
that's it.
By the time I come back,
and saved us too because he had that little flint. But we tried making that fire, and all the wood out there just had that salt water, and it's just salt water dampened, and you couldn't light nothing up. It was no good, but it's still good fun though. And you had like 2 cods in the boat that we ended up cooking on the fire.
Cooking on the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was when we were working up the coast, like sort of about 100 k's from here. And yeah, we'd gone, because we had the mothership parked up around the corner, like the houseboat parked up. And that day we gone to work in the morning, and then you'd seen, a fella that we knew, so in the next river over, who was just happened to be camping there.
Yep.
Like in the middle
got
of nowhere.
Got on the hot stuff too, had a few, had a few rums.
So we went over there and got on the homebrew with them for a few hours, and then we ended up leaving before the tide was too low, and then you got stuck, and then I had to come back and get you.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't get back into our river because it was too low. We ended up on the sandbar all night.
Yeah.
Cooked up a feed in the coals and.
Yeah, and then 1 o'clock in the morning trying to push back there, chewing mud, overheating, trying to jump down and unblock the telltale and the joys of it, eh? But that's what I love up here in the Antilles. Like, there's never a dull moment, Like up here, you got to be independent. You have to just be a goer because every day is a new day, and Mother Nature just throws things that you just have to go and tackle, eh?
That's it, mate.
Yeah, it's unreal.
That's it.
It's been good.
Mother Nature. We had a bit of Northern Territory's answer to Steve Irwin just driving here. Ash was already here, turning the aircon on for us. And on the drive here, I bloody jump out of the car and I'm like, Mother, come grab this for us. Big blue tongue.
Yeah, blue tongue cruising around. Yeah, it's been heat this year, eh? It's been unreal. Like even like the lizards and like the frill necks, the goannas, everything this year has been thriving. I haven't seen that much wildlife getting around for a long time.
All that rain around, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been good, yeah. Even travelling up to Darwin and coming back, like you've seen all the lizards and those blue tongues and that. Yeah, it's been unreal. It's been good.
So you get up any mischief in Darwin, mate? You run into anyone up there?
Yeah, done a little bit on Bumble, because I'm a single man. Oh, Tinder let me down. Sorry, Tinder, I might have to delete the app, but yeah, that's it. Now, just, caught up with one lady up there and we had a good time, and it was unreal. Went out for dinner and, went back to her house and put a movie on, and we watched James and the Giant Peach, something different. But that was only just, kill what was going on, but it was good fun, though. I loved it.
So,
bring back memories for me.
Bring back memories.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I remember there was an incident a little while back, mate. You had a big night out in Darwin. And,
running the Mark A.
Yeah,
that was no good. And that place is actually closed down there. They've turned into, I think it's an Indian restaurant now.
Yeah?
Yeah, that massage place there, yeah.
I wasn't talking about that one, Mullet.
I know, but that place is all closed down now.
I don't know them stories.
I think she went broke, I reckon, because right on the main street of Mitchell Street.
Is this the Lolly Jar one?
Yeah,
okay.
and it's pretty much like right there. Like you'd be shamed walking in there, because everyone can see you on the sidewalk.
What's the lolly jar story?
Oh, do you want to hear the lolly jar story? All right, so one night we went to Darwin.
PG version.
Yeah, guys, if you have kids, block out a little bit, But
you went in for a back massage.
Yeah, so what happened? So we've been working hard up here in the Gulf, and the truck wasn't running, so we had to take our crabs up in the car. And then I had a mate, Adam. And Adam, he's good at driving long distance and that, but he just wasn't capable because we've been working flat out. And I said, you want to take my car? He's like, no, we'll go up together. No, we'll share the drive just to make it safe.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, then that sounds good. So we ended up going up to Darwin. And then we got there, unloaded the crabs, all good. And then I said to Adam, I'm keen to go out tonight, This is probably about 12 o'clock at night. It's Wednesday, so everything's cranking up there. It's the middle of the dry season time, all the tourists around. And then we stayed at Mum's there. It's a backpacker joint because we couldn't get nothing up there. Everything was booked out. So we went up there, had a shower, keen to go out. And I didn't realise that I left my phone on charge there. And then I went out, paid on. Adam was like, I feel a bit sick. We had too much vodka and oranges. I was like, okay, you go back, all good. And then on the way back home, I seen this massage place. I was like, go on, I got $100 in my pocket. Yeah, right, let's have a quick look. So I walked in there. She's like, oh, hello, darling. I was like, oh, how you going, darling? She's like, oh, you're real strong, you're fit. And I was like, yeah, darling, been working hard. She's like, oh, okay, you come in here, $100. I was like, okay, no worries. So I went in there and I laid down. She had all the nice music on. The smell's good in there. And I was like, oh, this is not too bad. She's giving me a massage and that. Then the time was up. Then she's like, okay. And then I was like, nah, I thought we are going to do the whole lot, I paid the money for a full service. And she goes, oh, no touchy. I'm like, why, darling? Like, this is what I paid for. And she's like, nah, sorry, we can't do that. And I was like, right. I said, give me money back. I'm gone. She's like, oh, no refund. You already paid the money. No, that's it. So I was like, okay, then. So I walked back out and I was like, well, I'm taking all these lollies too because you just ripped me off. So I end up opening my pocket up and tipped all the lollies in there. Then I walked out and I'm walking down the road.
So there's a lolly sitting on the counter.
Yeah, that's it. And then she had like this little golden doll on there. I ended up knocking it off. She's like, oh, you crazy man. I was like, yeah, you ripped me off. So I walked out. And I've got down the road and I've actually farted and I've followed through I've shit myself, And I'm like, fuck, I can't go back into the hostel because we got 9 people in the area that everyone sleeps in there. And I can't grab my tailor to go and have a shower because I've got to walk past reception. It'll be a shame job. So I end up jumping the fence into a pool and I'm in there washing my clothes in there and there's lollies floating around everywhere. Then I've jumped back out and I've realised my phone was missing.
Like a 5-star resort or something?
Yeah, it was a flashlight. They would have probably seen me on the cameras and that. And then I walked back out again. I'm like, oh, where's my phone? I had my wallet down there. Oh, my phone's gone. And I've walked back in again to that massage place and I went and see an old lover said, is my phone in here? She's like, no phone in here. You muck around. You took my lolly. You smashed my doll, You're not paid. You right. I was like, okay then. Then I walked back out and I ended up seeing Adam. Adam come back out and I said, where's my phone, brother? He goes, oh, your phone was up in the room up there. I'm like, oh, be damn. This lady wanted to call the cops on me, She threatened me and all the other people come out of the rooms and that. They wanted to chase me down the road and Oh, what a night, eh? Only happens in Darwin, eh?
Yeah, but it only happens to you in Darwin.
Oh, that's it. But I went back and told Adam too. He just laughed. He thought that was the funniest thing. I was like, well, I'm not going to walk past reception when there's like a hot chill I was just being talking to like in the afternoon, you know, tuning it. Imagine walking past, you know, like you just soiled yourself and it feels uncomfortable walking like 800 meters, you know. It's a proper good one too. He's probably got it running out the back of your pants too, down my leg. And oh, hey, you going, man? No, I done. It's going to my room, you know. He's probably got to dribble on the tiles when walking in, you know, like. Yeah, and it was just shameful, yeah. And there's no taps, and I can't just go down the beach because there's crocodiles down there, and I can't go to the botanical gardens because they got no little ponds enough in there, you know. So it makes it hard. I'm out of options. Yeah, I'm out of options. You know, what can I do? I do have a tap underneath my car, but it'll look weird if I jump underneath my car trying to use the little tap, you know. Like probably think I'm humping my car or something. Yeah.
The funny thing is, Ash and I have heard this story like a few times, and it's still just as funny every time around.
Oh, it's unreal, yeah. That's what happens in Darwin, eh?
I think there was a while there when we had no truck going to Darwin every week, and you were running up there every week, and I'm pretty sure every week there was another story.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you flooded someone's house at one stage.
Oh, yeah, that one chiller, yeah. Took one teacher home and they just moved into this house. He's only been there for like a day and a half and they haven't even unpacked any of the furniture and that. And yeah, she took me in the shower and I laid there and I blocked up the drain and, you know, been in there for 2 hours. So the water's got to go somewhere. It can't go on the drain pipe. And it went through her whole house and she had this brand new rug. And I remember her friend, she had like 2 roommates in there and the roommate walked out. And all I heard was, oh my God, next to her, whoop, she slipped on her ass and lay on the ground where there was a splash. Then she's banging on the door, get out of there. And then when we've opened the door up, you know, it just looked like a river running down the steps and it flooded 3 bedrooms of the house into the kitchen and started running out through the garage. And she's screaming at me like, they just moved into this house. They're trying to set a good example, you know. And I'm just like, sorry, I've got 1,000 Ks to go. Like, I did do a good thing. I hang their rug out, you know, so it could dry. But I think we used all the towels in the house. They probably had towels for like 2 days because they had to wash them and dry them out. But, oh, man. Yeah, I was in the good books there.
Didn't get in trouble by the neighbours or anything?
Nah, so I ended up walking out. Oh, the neighbours did complain a little bit when I was in the pool there, but that was after we got in trouble. So we ended up going to the pool for a bit and having a swim, you know. But I think they were just more angry because everyone's yelling and screaming at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, waking up next door. But, yeah.
How'd you get home from there?
I had to walk. I walked, like, the 2.5 K or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long way.
First light?
Yeah, first light, shame, wearing jeans, all black, like just had my shoes in my hand. Everyone's running in the morning. Like, you have a good night, mate? Yeah, I had a good night, eh? Bit hungover. It's like, I should be doing what you're doing, you know, run along. But, oh, don't worry. I was crook, eh? Yeah. It's like when I come back yesterday, I got to Mataranka. They'd done drug and alcohol tests on the solo road there. They've got this new little swab now. It's like a little, it's sort of like a little electric toothbrush, right? It's like a blue handle and it's got like this little round 360-degree circle on it and it's got a little bit of cotton bud on it and then you rub it around all in your mouth and they put it into like this little capsule. Instead of going into the van and analysing it through like a laptop or something, they can do it on the spot now and test everything, like from marijuana all the way to the heavy stuff,
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, and that's must be 2024,
New model.
New model. That's it.
Right. Well, you're back here, mate, so that's a good thing.
Oh, that's it. Nah, they didn't catch me. I was like, catch you later, mate. I'm out. Nah, it's pretty good, No, it's just, I was just, amazed. Like, she pulled this thing out. She goes, mate, we're going to go do a random drug test. And I was like, yep, no worries. You know, they've done the breatho. Usually I like to take 1 or 2 beers in the trip, but I was pretty good this time, you know. But, yeah, it's just, ran them straight out. She pulled it out of her pocket, opened up the packet. Takes about five minutes to process it, and and off you go.
All good.
Yeah. But for all them people out there doing the naughty, watch out because they're out there to catch you now. Oh yeah, all this new technology now.
Yeah, don't do drugs and drive.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That's probably the safe option.
Yeah,
well done, drink and drive.
That's it.
Yeah.
But as well, there, like the last couple of days, this is my second time this year that I've come back from Darwin, and like Darwin's a nice place, but I know there's a few people, I think they got to go back and learn how to drive again, because every time it rains, I've seen 5 crashes in one day. People running up the arse of each other, people crashing down the side, like just the conditions up there. Everyone just speeds and that, you know, if you can slow down a little bit and take it easy, you know, because there could be kids in the car that you might be ruining lives of, you know, like it's a bit harsh, you know, like, just slow down, think for the actions, and
it's been
take
raining
it steady.
big time in Darwin.
Oh, it's been heavy, like torrential, you can't even see it. Like I was doing 40 Ks down the road and people overtaking me and you couldn't even see like 7 meters in front of you.
Yeah.
Like I've got good eyes too and I can see the road good, but once it's bucketing down, you can't even see 7 meters in front.
You can't see the line on the side of the
that's
road.
True. That's it. And the wind's pushing the car around and
there's heaps of spots there too.
They've
like,
had some good
around
rain.
there. There's like floodways and causeways and stuff like that.
That's true.
Like my brother just sent me a photo this afternoon from down near his place. There's like 400 mil of water going across the road, and that's a busy road, like up there near Old Man's place.
Yep.
But
there was one too going towards so just out of Larimer going to Mataranka. There was one spot there on the Stuart Highway. Just say like one paddock, like a dam has overflowed and has come over the road, and there would have been probably about 300 mil of water, and you couldn't even see it. I think it's a brand new 300 series went across, must have been doing 140. Aquaplaned it and went straight in the bush about nearly a kilometre, like a long way, because you can't see it. You ain't see it the last minute. It just looks like just a different colour of the road, and once you hit it, it's just aquaplaned. And I'm like, I slowed down because the truckies were flicking their lights. And I just got to your approach where I seen it, and looked over, and someone's went off the side of the road there. But it must have just started like filling up and flooded over. Because I was talking to one truckie, he said, it wasn't there like 2 hours ago. They just must have had a heap of rain and just overflowed one little dam and just started spilling out over the road. But it's real dangerous. And then I tried to notify. There was one road mob there that was pulled up in Mataranka, and I said, if you go back and even put like a hazard sign there, you know, because no one knows it's there. Like it's dangerous, because you have a nice, good straight road and you don't see it. You don't think you can be all right.
Well, there's been a lot of rain, I suppose, like this, you know, from like, well, we haven't had a whole lot, but like just west of us has had heaps of rain. Like the Carpentaria Road, the highway's been cut off the
Daly Waters.
That way, Catherine area, they've had a lot. Like when I was coming back yesterday from pretty much like Larimer, like back a little bit there, halfway through, like they've had some good rain there. Like it was proper torrential. You had to go right down to like 60 Ks in there. Couldn't see nothing. Yeah, good storm.
Yeah, so we haven't had all that much rain. Like we've had big storms. We had a massive storm here the other day.
Yeah, I was the last podcast we recorded that day.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I've been seeing a few Snapchats here with a bit of rain here, like good bucking down rain, like knocking down rain.
Snapchat? Who you got on Snapchat?
I got heaps of people on Snapchat. Hey, no, I've been doing my thing. I had the music cranking. I was just in my element, you know.
What's your Snapchat handle? Mullet?
Mad
Mullet, 91 or something.
Yeah.
We're following Noel on TikTok. You'll get all the updates of what's going on.
What is your TikTok handle?
Oh, I have to check. I'm not that good at this the new technology,
I'll just bring it up on the screen, eh?
We'll put it up there. How's your beer, brother?
Yeah, go on then.
Thirsty worked all
these look, Stuart Highway now reopens, eh? Straight up.
Yeah.
Far out. There was some trucks there.
Oh, yeah, it was backed up. Well, the whole Stuart Highway was cut off, so it's like...
I got photos, a message and photos from my missus from Woolworths. She was trying to get some food, and that smiles on there.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to get some food at Woolworths, and there's bloody no fruit and veg on the shelves, no meat on the shelves, like zero.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was taking out this old lady's out of her shopping cart while we were going through, you know, because she was overloading. I was like, mate, I got 1,000 Ks, you know, that's being greedy. You live here, you know. Nah.
you were just saying you got in trouble though.
Yeah, I did get in trouble because I was getting double of everything. Like I was getting 2 loaves of bread. I was getting like 3 packs of like lamb chops, 2 barbecue sauces, just all the meats, you know, a lot of dry goods and that. And yeah, the big boss or the lady that was on the counter on the register, she called up the boss to say, hey, mate's getting double up. But I said, well, in my situation, I've got 1,000 Ks to travel. Like I need this because by the time I go back out to a remote area, you usually got nothing in your stock. And what is going to sit on the truck for us, you know? like we'll be eating frozen stuff. Like I want some fresh stuff to take home.
Yeah, so
And-
for people that wouldn't understand, because obviously the Shield Highway got cut off, which means that
Yeah.
Darwin doesn't get
Tennant
any
Creek.
supplies at
That's
all.
true.
For
And
anything.
everyone knew and they rushed in. That's
Which means
true.
everyone absolutely freaks out
They-
and goes
they
and panic
did.
buys.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
But the flip side of that is, say you get someone like yourself that's travelling from Darwin back down to here, where we can't get fresh stuff like you can in Darwin. So you've got to try and like stock up a bit
Stock
before
up.
you come back.
Yeah, like I
and then they
wasn't
have
being-
rules set up where you can go, one steak per person or
That's
one
true.
milk per person, something where
Well, there wasn't even no signs on there saying, hey, you know, like one loaf of bread, you know, one bundle of fruit, you know, there's nothing like that. So I just thought, right, you know, I've got 1,000 Ks to go. So I had 2 shopping trolleys, chockers, and then one lady come up to me, she goes, excuse me, you know, you're being greedy. I was like, darling, like, what I'm gonna eat, like the grass out here, you know, or go and hunt some barra. But I'm sorry, but I need this, you know, like I've got nothing out there, yeah. Like I know King Ash Bay, the servo here do provide good food, but for people being here, I rather leave it for them because they can rely on that, and I'm in Darwin, so I can stock up and have my own food.
Yeah, especially
then-
some of the oldies here that
Yeah,
they go to
that's
Darwin
true.
once a year.
Yeah, so I've got my share of food, so I'm happy. So I know my freezers are gonna be good. If they need something, well, I can help them out. Or we can go back old school way and get the gun and get the cast net out, go and put a few crab pots in, you know, live off the land for a bit.
I don't doubt you, mate. I reckon you could.
Maybe
There's
tomorrow.
Some people.
Be mullet grills.
Yeah, if it was the end of the world, there's some people that would thrive and some
Oh, for
people
sure.
that wouldn't. And I think Mullet would thrive. Little bit of a change of subject. So, 2 years ago now, Ash bought himself a big houseboat to use as a mothership for wild crabbing. And people would have seen it many times in my videos. Where we go out there and stay on it and that, and it's a pretty cool thing. Mullet, you've got something in the pipeline, do you?
Yeah. Now this year, I know. So I've been telling everyone I was going to get it going last year, but just plans change, you know. And it was all right staying back down the camp, but now this year we're going to try and change it up and live on the boat. And
So you bought yourself a
I've got a 7-meter plate boat there, houseboat. It's got a diesel inboard in it, 3-cylinder, got shower and toilet and
aircon.
I just put a split system in there, so it should be good.
Yeah, you won't know yourself.
That's it. It's got a bit of a top deck as well, so you can go up there and do a bit of relaxing.
A little pole in the middle for some dancing.
That's it. bit of bathing up there, and have a few yarns up there. Nah, it should be good. Like I know I told everyone last year, like I had big plans to get in the water, but you know it's good just to sit down and think about, you know, what do you want to put in there and get everything organised, you know, because Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, just take your time and.
But you got the camp down there, down the river as well.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
So that's the backup.
so people, I can put some footage up, more pictures up, so people can see it. But basically, like for people that haven't been here and don't know what it looks like, it's sort of looks like like you're in sort of
Bali.
Vietnam or
That's
Cambodia.
true. It's in the mangroves, like it's around mangrove wood, but there's a lot of pine structures that we've put in there and a lot of plywood and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. You know, we have a tarp on the roof and there's no insulation there. I should have put some in there, but you got that nice sea breeze all the time and you got the generator going, you got a fan going and
So
make it home.
To give people a bit of an idea that aren't sort of watching this on YouTube or whatever, so that for people that are just listening as
Down
they
the
drive or whatever
Davies.
like that. So this is we're down the Davies camp, so down from King Ash Bay, but
That'd be 40 minutes by boat or 30 minutes by
Yeah,
boat.
on
the actual
left-hand side.
structures themselves, though, they're made of basically poles or sticks that have been pushed into the mud.
Yeah.
And then
With a
like
spear pole.
a normal house that's built on stilts, you have 12 stilts or 14 stilts or whatever like that. This is like that, but you have about 40 or 50 stilts because they're much smaller trees that are about maybe 100 mil diameter or something
Yeah,
like that.
And they're not
Bricks, yep.
concreted in.
No, and you just push them into the mud by hand.
And then you get someone, so you get like another 6-meter length, and then you put it up on like a 45, then you get some rope and you cobble it around, and then you get someone to walk up and the body weight push it down a bit more. So you can get 2 blokes and push it down so far, but once you get the body weight on top, just the leverage up there and it pushes it down a bit
So once
more.
you start getting the pole in and you get
Yeah,
it plumb,
that's true, yep.
then you get another log and go up, and tied up to the top of it.
Yep.
And then somebody can
jump
walk
it
up there
down.
and jump up and down.
That's true. Yep.
And that's an old school way of doing it. But now
Yep.
also too, like we use like a bilge pump or something can
That's it. Yep. And spear pole them and
make like a spear on the end of like a hollow bit of pipe or something like that, and then jam it into the mud beside the stick to push it right down in there.
Yep.
And then you do that like 40 or 50 times and basically get all your uprights done.
Yep. That's it. Make your surround. Yeah.
And then you bolt all your what
Your
do you call it?
beams.
Like all your beams and that for like your floor beams and stuff to it.
Yep.
And then you like your roof trusses
Yeah.
to
The
it.
higher ones. Yeah.
And then you put like tarp, like chicken wire.
Yeah.
over
That
the top.
bird proofing. Yeah. 200 mesh. Yep.
Yeah. And then put like tarps over the top so you got the shade and everything like that.
Yeah. That's true. Yep.
And that's basically like your camp set up for like to live in and put your crabs in and stuff
That's
while
true.
you're working.
Yep. It's a little bit rough, but you can call it home. Like it's good enough. Like.
Yeah, you get out of the wind and
Yeah,
out of the rain, out of the dew and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you got somewhere to put it like your cooking stuff and
Yep.
and keep your crabs there and everything like that. And it's right on the river, so your boat's tied up right next to
That's
it.
it.
Looks
Yep.
a bit
Your
like
base-
Vietnam.
Your
or
base
like,
in the river. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mekong
Compared to
Delta.
living in a house in the city, it's rough, but
Yeah.
it really like
It's like camping, sort of. Like,
yeah, but way fancier. Like
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
it doesn't look pretty,
Yeah.
but it's very comfortable.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
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 Oh, you got a lounge chair, TV, your
Oh
Starlink
yeah, I got
internet.
Starlink now. She's flash on
You
that
can
one.
talk to
yeah.
all your girls.
Yeah, oh yeah. These things here keep me in tune as well. You know, they look after me. They cook for me. They clean for me. Yeah. Nah, they look after me. Yeah. You're right. You know, you've had a big day. Oh, you know, give me a hug. You know.
That's your hands you're talking about.
Yeah. Nah, it's pretty good out there. I like it. But I reckon, like Ash was saying too, this year is going to be a game changer. Having the houseboats in the water, you can base where your pots are. You're not traveling an extra 45 minutes to get across the bay. Like, you're there, you know, and then you just come home and, you know, you don't have to worry about going across the bay and the waves all the time.
Yeah.
Less stress on your boat. You're saving less fuel too, you know, like
Yeah,
you're
better for the environment. You're burning less
that's
petrol.
true, yep. And for like the turtles out there too, you know, you're not scaring them, you know, you're like, and the dugongs, you know, like, yeah.
Oh, Mullet, you're such a good swimmer. You don't scare the turtles.
Oh,
Mullet
yeah, that's
scares
it.
a lot of turtles.
Oh, yeah, that's it. When you think about that 150 that I got, man, she's peaking that thing. It's like a dolphin, jumps out of the water, jumps sandbars and everything, eh? She goes.
No, yeah, give it a couple of years. We'll have like some straight out of uni scientists out here testing the stress levels in turtles
Yeah.
compared to outboard size.
That's it.
Yeah, the plastic straws were bad.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
meant
it. Yeah.
No, but it's it just means you don't have to travel as far, and it's good for your product too. Like your crowds aren't getting as stressed when you're traveling with them in the boat and that.
Yep. And your prop too, you're wearing tea, not trawling through mud, trying to get home when it's low tide.
So you use aluminium props?
Stainless.
Oh, both of you use stainless? Yeah.
Yeah.
But even though they're stainless,
We can, but see, with the alley ones, right, they chew out too fast. Like if we shut that drive in, they wear down too fast.
but you'll still how long would a stainless prop last you guys?
I reckon 6 months.
So it won't even give you a whole season.
For
Nah.
me, not even.
Nah, if we're working, like if we're pushing it, like shallow driving, like sometimes I know you should trim up and like don't chew no mud, but sometimes just like, come on, get the job done, let's go and do it, you know, like just push that boat up in it.
So the stainless prop on my boat has been on there for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
and normally for a normal fishing boat or something like, you would never replace
yeah,
one.
for
like, that
for
would, you know,
recreational.
it's
yeah.
because you're going through the mud. It's literally wearing
Yes,
it down.
yeah.
sand and
It's doing
and-
so many rotations in that mud, yeah.
But you're doing a lot of hours too.
Oh,
Like, you're
absolutely.
putting a lot
Every
of hours,
day.
You know, a few thousand hours a year on it. So on your engine, so you do wear through them pretty quick though.
Yeah.
When especially like in the middle of the year when it's low tides and you're getting between your pots and you're working sandy areas and stuff. Like when we worked up the coast there,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
100 k's
Rosie
up the
Creek.
coast, and then in the sand and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very shallow and sandy
Yeah.
compared to here. There's not much mud. It's all
You
sand.
can't get up on a plane, you just got a shallow drive.
Shallow
yeah.
drive, and you're stirring up sand, and you it's like running your prop through sandpaper constantly.
That's
so,
true, yeah.
You know, if you're up there, you might go through a prop every sort of maybe 2 months, 6 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, wow.
And the worst thing is too, like if you come into a shallow water and then trim right down, just get up in the plane, when that prop and your skeg digs in, you just pretty much chewing like a big chunk out of that mud just to get up, and all that weight and stress on it. You think about the revolution of that prop going through that mud just to try and get up, and then you do that 90 times, stopping and starting all the time. Yeah. And then you chew more fuel, and then your motor revs out louder, you put more stress on your motor too, because when you're going just at normal speed, like a 4.2, you might be doing like nearly 5, you know, like it's revving out too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things there.
I get questions on my YouTube channel about you guys' crab boats all the time. Well,
Yeah.
what boats are they?
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it maybe not so much yours, Ash, because yours is more like a custom built thing, but your boat.
My one,
is it
so,
like a Quintrex or something?
So my one used to be a telesteer boat, right? It
Yeah.
used to have the 3 seats in it, so it's like a 14-foot dory.
Okay.
And then
so it's just an open fishing boat.
It's an open fishing boat, but they did cut the bottom off it and they put 4 mil plate underneath it. So they've cut the bottom off and put the plate underneath, and then they've kept the front seat up there, but stripped all the rest of the seats out and put ribs every 300 down the middle of it, and then built that little bit of an archway at the back of it so we can have like 2 pods both sides with the battery box flotation.
Yeah.
So it made it stronger. And then up the front there, where my little deck is, where I work, and it steps up like about 250 high, that's where it goes into where the helm is there on the front, and that's where the actual cab is built around. And it's just a bit more stronger, because I reckon if they got rid of that, it might have been a bit flimsy. So they've pretty much just built straight over that. Yeah, that's the step. That's where the front seat is, yeah. So it used to be like an open tinny, like Ash's little punt. But they've just built the whole lot in, yeah.
That's just a plain old...
Just a plain old tinny, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I try and explain that
And
to
that's
people
the
in the
CJ,
comments.
yeah. So mine's a CJ.
Oh, CJ, yeah, okay.
CJ, yeah. Not no Quintrex, yeah.
Yeah.
My old boat, that 250, was a Quintrex
Yeah.
with the millennium hull at the front. With the
Which one's
flare.
that? Was that the one with the black motor?
Yeah, the 250.
Yeah.
Old Black Pearl, the old sinky boat. Yeah, she was pretty good, but no good for the coast because it's only tinny. Yeah, and plus me too, being heavy on the helm. You know, it's got a 250 in the back and it dances. You know, it's like a mud skipper, just gone. You know, you can't stop it. Loves it. On the back tail.
Done a few miles though.
Oh yeah, and it had no skeg too, so I can pretty much go in the water about 300 mil and look like going to mud rallies. Like that prop was just roosting mud. There's no water, just get across them shortcuts to get home. Like some of them spots I've taken that thing far out. Yeah, it's unreal.
Bloody hell.
So
Yeah.
I want to hear a story about when you were younger. So when you were, I'm just going to make up, give me a number between 10 and 14, Ash.
12.
12. Tell me a story from when you were 12, Mullet.
Oh, when I was 12, well, I used to be real like mad into like building dirt jumps. So like I used to go into like construction sites, and I used to be a real scatty head too. We used to go like in the skip bins and grab old nails and plywood and like anything left over from the building sites. So when they build a house, usually there's like plywood left over, there's like some pipes left over, nails, you know, because they've got a quote on that house. They know how much material to build that house. So usually they put something at the front there. So when the skip bin gets taken away, they usually just finish up and they leave it there, and they use a small box trailer to get it like just cut it away. So we used to go in there like every Friday when the builders were gone, and go in there and grab all the leftover timber because we know the house is going to hand it over. So we'd go in there and grab all the stuff, then we'd go out and just build big jumps and make skateboard ramps and just anything, you know, like just keen, yeah. Getting the shovel, like in my backyard there, before this council like demolished it, I had a full BMX track in my backyard, all built by hand and love, a shovel and a wheelbarrow, and I had kids from like nearly, I don't know, like an hour away to travel there to come, you know, like halfway across the town to come to my backyard.
Do you charge them an entry fee or what?
Nah, it's just do whatever. Like, it's just unreal. Like, I'm just happy to see him, you know?
Yeah, I know you're a bit of a businessman as well. So,
And
yeah.
and the funniest thing that I used to like, it's not cruel, but to teach the young kid, just like a dog, discipline. You know? If it does the wrong thing, you got to smack it. But these kids are like, oh, how do we get like you? You got to pedal, you know? Just hit them jumps flat out. And you used to see him stack it, cry, get back up and go and do it again. Like, that's just how you learn. Like, and you watch, like, I've seen it, like, just say, for example, one small child that's been hitting these ramps, right, just say for 2 or 3 weeks, and he stacked it. Wasn't breaking arms because we always had soft down ramps, right? And there's only sandy soil. Like, he might get a little bit of, like, gravel rash and that, but I've seen one person go from 2 weeks from stacking it, crying, to next month, like jumping higher than me, farther than me, more tricks, you know, just the heart and the courage to get up and keep doing it. Like a lot of kids, once they stack their bikes, they go home, they won't ride for 3 or 4 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
It's good to see
Sounds like
kids to get back out and keep doing it. See, like when I grew up too, Mikey, we had no phones. Like we used to have like a Sega and a PlayStation 1, but that's only for wet season time. Every day I'd come home from school, like that's why I'm not good at maths and that, but I'd put all my books away, jump me push bike ride, go down there, build jumps, go fishing, just go and do stuff outdoors all the time, like just always out doing stuff. Like I was never at home on my phone. I was just always just gone. And Mum always said to me, if you go out, always be home by 6 o'clock, be home on dark and make sure I'll be home. If I go out with my mates, I'd say I'm going to go see Benny or go see Chris or, we're going to go down to McCready's Creek or just go wherever. Like Mum knew where I was all the time. So if anything happens, Mum would go straight there and look for you.
And what happened? I reckon you were late a couple of times.
Oh, don't wait.
Tell me what happened.
Oh, flat tyres, or like the kids stole your bikes and go and hide in the bush. Or we had this one cranky old fella that we used to pee off all the time, We used to ride down past his house and he reckons like he owned the land, but would go down fishing for the day. And he used to hide our bikes in the bush or even put them in his yard and lock them up. Like just go and just do like nasty stuff, Then would come back out and you think your bike's gone and you start walking home and he's like, oh, your bikes are over here. It's like, mate, we'll even take our bikes for you, And then we used to walk our bikes in the sand. Like I know Mum didn't like it because I had a good bike and she didn't like it anywhere near salt water because every time they come home you had to wash it. Like salt water's like it's rusted out and you work hard for it. You always done jobs around the house and stuff like that and it just makes it hard. Like when someone's out there, being despiteful and hiding stuff and stealing his stuff, you're just like, mate, just leave it because I've got to get home. And then Mum's driving around with the window down, like worried, like where you been, like gonna smack my bum when I get home, and even probably ground. And I was like, I don't want to get ground. I'm gonna go check my crab pots the next 2 days. Like, come on, Mum, I've got 4 pots in the river down here. No need checking. Like, yeah, but no, it was good fun though. Like I had a good life where I was. I've always grew up on the coast. Always loved fishing. I'd done a little bit of hunting and that, but not much. Like I used to go hunting at winter time, but I mainly just fished all the time. Like it's just mad fishing.
So even when you're a kid, like you used to do heaps of fish when you're at school and everything.
Yeah, school. Yeah, like I used to get all the teachers involved and stuff like. Like would go down there on a Friday, and Mum used to drop me off early in the morning. So we had like what was it called?
Like PE or something like that?
No, there was one creek there. I forget the name of it. Had a bit of mind blank. But there was, for PE and that. But there was one creek there that come all the way up the side of our school there. It's a saltwater creek. And it pushed in for probably about 4 Ks, I reckon. And it come up to a small creek to freshwater.
Yeah.
And there used to be a lot of football ovals, soccer ovals and that around it because there's not much. You can't build any house around there because of mozzies and that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a low-lying area. And, we used to go take the teachers down on a Friday. So we'd do like say an AP on the oval, would go down, throw a hand line in, catch some bream, even having set lines and that. Like even for the bus drive, like when I was younger, before I found out there was crabs, and I was even taking crabs live in my backpack, right? I'd have a plastic bag for all me, like paperwork and that, your school books and that. And then the bus driver was like, what are you doing? I was like, man, I've got 3 live crabs in my bag. He's like, give me a look here. He's like, hey, you'll have a full trip for a full week and have to pay right for the bus fare. He goes, you give me one of them crabs there. My wife's been looking for one of these. Like she's been asking for some crabs. And he doesn't get out much, Like he was a sort of an older fella. So he had a bucket behind his seat. I used to give him a crab a week pretty much if I can catch one. And I used to pay him a bribe to go and catch the bus. And Mum's like, well, you still got $20 for in the week? I was like, Mum, I just gave the bus driver a crab there. She's like, true? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, that's all right then. Because every time you have to show your card to get on the bus and you used to scan it. So even back then, they used to take the money.
Yeah.
But then they bring in this little laminated card that you could swap the card, but you had to top it up all the time.
Yeah.
You got to pay the money on it. Yeah. And then, I think he ended up retiring and, just the different bus drivers. Hey, this one, nah, that didn't work with me, he reckons. I want money straight up. Yeah, right, But it's pretty good. Even like the home ec teacher and that, we used to take crabs in there. They used to cook them up. Even when I was catching down the back of the school, like would go down, like nothing decent. Ain't just a few bream and a few catfish and that. Like I think I got one jack there once, but it's good fishing there because we had one freshwater place. Like everyone probably knows Mackay. It used to be the Goose Ponds. So the Goose Ponds was a freshwater catchment. And then once that fills up from around everywhere, it flows into that creek. And then all the barra and all the fish used to thrive off that. But it's unreal.
So when it get big rain there, like here now, did it overflow?
Yes,
and then
that's
you get,
true. Like
you
you
get all
go
the
up
barra
and
coming
catch
in?
a barra in the dams, like in like one little catchment, the Goose Pond,
Yeah.
Like Goose Pond is more like a botanical gardens where everyone go down with the kids, feed the ducks, and walk around the fresh water. They had like footpaths around the whole lot and bike tracks and that. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good. And there was a funny thing too, like even like before I was driving home mate with the crabs, I used to walk into the classroom there and I had like dirty feet at the time. The teachers would go, "Where you been?" I was like, "Well, mate, I've been in the mangroves. I've been checking, well, setting crab pots and checking crab pots," because we had was going to like a Catholic school, so we had long high socks. We had polished black shoes, and walking in there, and she knows who it is because you're last one to walk in. There's just a trail straight to your desk, and she's like, "Get outside," and it's just take your shoes off or go down in the drink trough and clean your shoes up. Like, yeah, it was good fun though.
I can't picture you in polished black shoes and high socks.
Yeah, it was unreal.
So that was in Mackay. That was
In Mackay,
that's where you
yeah.
grew
I went
up.
to MCC, yeah, Mackay Christian College.
Yeah. And then, so when you finished up school, you started doing your concrete. You did your concrete and trade.
No, I'd done building, so I'd done
Chippy
a chippy for nearly 3 years.
Yep.
And then I was going to keep continuing with the same people, but just the money, like it wasn't the money. Like the trade was good, but I mean at that time, right? It's just I don't know. Like I think I just got bored being at the same house because we were doing like specializing in 3-story houses, so it wasn't just like a residential house that you can build in a month and just slap them up and keep going. Like we would stay there for a whole year to build like a mansion, like these things were massive big houses and it took progress like day by day, and then when I was working there, I was only getting paid I think like $2.50 a week. I was on like $6 an hour or something like that. And then went from first year, second year, then third year I went to TAFE and that, and then I think I got up to like $20 an hour. And I remember this young fella, he was pouring house slab because wood goes through and set it all up for him, but we couldn't pour the concrete because we weren't qualified for it. So they would come in and pour the slab, and I was talking to one young fellow on there. I said, "How much are you getting paid?" He goes, "I'm getting paid $35 an hour just to pull back some concrete, scrape the boards and lay the truck up." And I was like, "What?" I said, "That's good money, And he goes, "Yeah, I'm starting to learn how to set the jobs up and screeding and all that stuff, that comes into a different trade or someone will show you." And then once I started like seeing them doing it, and then I told the boss because he wanted to retire and that, and he wanted to send me into a different job and get different people that are going to look after you for your apprenticeship and that. And I just said to him, "I'll just put it on hold. It's still on hold today. I can finish it off if I want, but I just never done it because I've just learnt so many different trades. Like I know everyone out there now, like you can stick to one thing, but everyone's capable for doing anything. Like if you put your mind on it, you can be a diesel fitter, you can be a buller mate, you can be anything you want to be. You just have to put the time into it.
And do something you like doing too.
Yeah.
Like now you're crabbing, you're full-time crabbing.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You've got your own business,
Like,
you're doing your own thing and you're doing really well for yourself.
Dash,
Like you bought a house this year or
Yeah, that's true.
bought another boat and
that's true.
got a good Toyota and like you're all set up.
Yeah, for sure. Like I went from like being a chippy, done some concrete and went to the dryland farm, working on tractors, unloading pig boxes. Like I've done a little bit of bull making, but not much. So I can't weld that good, but I was more just labouring, like cutting steel, doing that stuff.
Bit of dancing at hens parties.
Yeah, dancing at hens parties, It's just whatever goes. Like, just give me the work, we'll go and do it. If you don't know, just learn as you go.
Then where do you see yourself in 5 years then? Would you still be crabbing?
Yeah, if the crab industry is still going, like I would like to get someone to try and run the crab business for me, and then I can go out contract fencing or concreting, because concreting up here in a remote area is, like everyone wants it, and it's hard to find people because everyone's got family now, and no one wants to be away from their family for more a week,
Yeah.
So they want to be based where it's a easy job in Darwin or Mackay or wherever they are, so they're home every night to see the kids. But if you're going to be in a remote area, you can go out there and fill them jobs in for the farmers, or could be roadside jobs, anything, whatever jobs need to be doing, just go and do them,
Yeah.
So you still feel like a concreter, even though you're a mud crabber
Oh,
at the moment?
I love doing anything. See, I like mixing it up. Like I like doing it, but I don't get bored. But it's always good to change it up, you know. Like I love catching crabs. It's always there because you always know what you're doing. It's like riding a push bike or a motorbike. You could leave it for, just say, 10 years and still go back and be deadly, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
It might take a little bit for your match fitness or whatever to get back on again. But once you're on that for a year again, you just back in the swing of things and up it,
Because for people that don't know, it's not as easy as just buying a boat and some crab pots and going and just putting them anywhere. Like
That's it. Like I said to my sister the other day, she reckons, I'd go out there and run pots. I was like, nah, you got to hunt from, like, it's like hunting pigs, for example. You can drive around the same paddock every night, but there's no pigs there. And then you go to another block where there's pigs, you could go out and find where they are.
Yeah.
Just hunt them, You gotta be a hunter.
It's not an easy job. Like, it's not a...
Oh, it's dedicated. Like, could be any time of the night. That's true, Ash. Yeah, it could be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
I feel like people would watch my videos and they would think, oh, geez,
It's
these
a
guys,
day job,
they leave the
9 till 5.
the best life because they see the good stuff, which is pulling the pots, tying up crabs,
Yeah.
you know, and seeing the big baskets full of crabs and that, so people get all excited.
Well, next
But
time we'll do one.
They don't see the other stuff,
Yeah.
Going into town to get bait and fixing crab pots, you
Getting
know.
fuel, everything. Like, we don't stop,
Running through the rough weather for hours and letting
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
travel.
It's like their deadliest catch. Like, some days they show them, like, oh, that's cruisy out there. Next minute, they've got, like, 25-foot waves, just say, like, coming crashing over their boat.
Yeah.
And, like, the water, like, if you're staying there for an hour, you're gone, you know? Like, See, with us, too, like Ash was saying, like, just say, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, if we made a movie of us getting up, going out there for 4 hours, you know, and the sun's coming up, like, that's your day.
You're going to have to find someone else to make that video for you.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
that's
be
it.
me.
But
Yeah,
that's the thing, though.
Mikey wants the easy dough.
Sometimes it's high tide at 3 a.m. or 2
Yeah.
a.m. and that's when you got to
That's
go.
true.
If that's what the
Yeah.
tide's doing, that's when you're working.
That's
And like
true.
it's a completely different dynamic because you're everything's much harder. You can't see. Obviously, we run lights on the boats and that.
Yeah,
run
that's
big
true.
light bar, spotlight
GPS and like you're saying to Ash, hey, like every buoy that we got down, every crab pot, you mark on your GPS, you know where they are.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing is too, like these people back at home don't realize, but when we have the fog coming, your GPS is all right, but once you do like a 360 or 180 around the crab pots, you don't know what direction you come from, and you get vertigo, and you can see them on the chart, but then your chart has like a delay because it takes so much for the cursor
to work out which way
to
you're
come
going.
back around. Then you start going the other way, and then you pull the pot up because they say the intervals of, I don't know, 20 meters apart, and you've come to the next pot and you start pulling it up. It's just like, I've just really checked this one, you know, like.
Was it got fresh bait in it?
Yeah, it's got fresh bait. I was like,
Hey,
we're going to
Mo,
go back this way.
with you. I was out with you, and we did that several times, and it was not foggy.
Come on,
It was not foggy.
That must be that wobbly, eh? Too much wobbly. Scott and Kylie is bad,
We
eh?
were on the wobbler. Yeah. I get questions about that as well.
Yes.
So the wobbler, you hear us talk about the wobbler. That it's literally just port with ice.
Yeah.
All right, it's nothing
That's
too.
it, yeah. It's nothing
Port,
homemade.
port wine. Yeah,
There's
really.
no vodka, rum, nothing. It's just a natural blend.
natural blend
Yeah.
of grapes.
That's it.
Organic or
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
no, the wobbler. Yeah. So if you ever hear us in the videos talking about drinking a wobbler,
Yeah,
it's literally just port with ice in it. That's
Yeah,
it.
there's a few people in Darwin been hit me up there. What's this wobbly there? I'm like, yeah, that's the grape juice.
That's
don't
that special.
worry.
That's that special South Australian mix.
Oh yeah, we ain't drink that on Sunday when we break the bread up, hey? No, why? We praise the Lord with that stuff. It's good for
yeah.
you.
I've missed you at church the last couple of times, actually, Mullet.
Yeah.
Did you ever replace those curtains that you?
No, I said Ash, when I was in the spotlight up there, I was going to buy these flash ones for him. They had like pink frangipanies all over, you know? It'll be nice for him, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, wobbler doesn't look good going down the wall at
no,
midnight.
The wobbler waterfalls. Yeah.
Nah, it's no good. Especially being in the sun and you got, you know, he's on that heat wave and
We've got a little thing we've got going, which is a Golf Mud Crabbers music playlist on Spotify.
oh, true.
So we just keep, every time we do a podcast, we add a couple of songs to it.
Yep.
I'm going to put you on the spot. You're going to have 40 seconds to think about it. You need to choose one or two songs you want to nominate to go on the list. Nelly Furtado, Turn Out the Lights, I think is already on it, because that's
well,
definitely Mullet's song.
Take me down the road. That's a little bit
Oh, that's
windy.
Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
see it.
that's it. Yeah.
Zach Bryan and Zach Brown.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's
And then go Nelly Furtado. Put it on there
that one's
for
already
sure.
on there, mate. I already put it.
Okay.
That one got the premium spot already. What do you got, Mikey? You got one?
I don't even have one. I just thought of it then. I thought we might as well put Mullet on the spot and get him to choose one or two.
Well, we would have definitely had Oliver Anthony on there already.
Yeah, he's already on there.
Yeah.
What about Be Right There? So it's Diplo, Sleepy Tom.
Give us like 5 seconds of it into the microphone. All right, what do you reckon, Ash? Is that list
That's
worthy?
right.
Oh, yeah, we'll send it.
All right, nomination has been confirmed.
Yeah, sorry guys. I haven't been back at my boat for a while, but I'll listen to a few tunes and I'll get some good ones for you. The ones to be in the cage, be bobbing away, you know. Even like
Is Circles the Cadillac 3?
Okay, so that's the Post Malone song that the Cadillac 3 did as a remake. Yeah, send it.
That one?
Send it.
Yeah, so if you like Post Malone Circles,
So you'll know the song.
the Cadillac 3, it's like the best cover.
Well, sorry guys, but I have since I've been down. I don't know if it's just the party theme or what, but I've been listening to a little bit of dance music. Like it's not too bad. Gets you in the mood, you know. Just get you going, and a bit of country in the way home too. Yeah, that's been good.
So what sort of dance music? What have you been doing while listening to dance music?
Oh, you know, there's a lot of things in the car that a lot of people don't see. You know, this is my own little mindset, just in my rhythm. You know, singing along, bobbing.
Bobbing.
Yeah.
You like singing in the car to yourself, mate, when you travel?
Oh, I do a little bit because I get lonely. You got 10 hours, you know, so you got to spice up a little bit.
It is a long drive from Darwin sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes get a bit of road rage and I up people, they can't hear me, but yeah, it's all right. Throw me hands at the window, a few little hand signals come out of my fingers, you know, tell them how it is, but yeah, I've had a bit of a shave and my hair looks good because I've been down. You give me another probably 3 months, I'll be back to normal again, eh? The Wild West look.
And check out that shirt.
Yeah, I reckon this is a new one for Mikey.
One of a kind at the moment.
Oh yeah, Chrissy present. Thank you very much.
It's got it's a Hawaiian shirt. It's got the
one for the cast.
The usual subjects in it. Yeah. So you got Ash, you got me, you got Mullet, you got Bullfrog. I see Young Boy. I see
Anthony.
Damon and Ant. Yeah. So all the people you see in my videos. Hopefully you'll see some of the ones you might not know. You might see more of them this year.
NT flag in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, that flower. Yeah. Was it desert? No,
Stood Desert P.
Yeah, desert. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, it's the North Territory flag.
Yeah.
Stood Desert P.
Yeah. Yeah, so these episodes we do with a special guest on it. Ash actually came up with a really good name for it. We're going to have it. So it's going to be Guys in the Golf, but when we've got a guest on, it's going to be called Casting Conversations. So this is
Number 1.
episode 1 of Casting Conversations with Guys in the Golf.
And the Mad Mullet.
All story time of Mullet, eh?
Yeah, it'll be a sub-series.
I'll have a few yarns this year. Don't worry, you just won't miss out.
I think we're not going to have a choice.
I think, yeah,
I'll
honestly.
express my feelings. Don't worry, I'll just speak my mind. Whatever happened last week, we had a sandbar or I was catching pelicans or something, you know? Don't worry, that'll be a good yarn to tell.
Yeah. I feel like
there's always something, mate.
It'll be by popular demand. We'll have to get him back.
That's it. We'll make it happen for you.
All right. I reckon we maybe we shut it down unless you got any last minute stories.
We're gonna
go.
Well, what's the plan from here? We're gonna go see Bullfrog.
Yeah, go have a few beers with Bullfrog down his
I
house.
sent him a message, but I put my phone on airplane mode. But I did send him a message, said we'd come down there and have a couple of beers with him.
Yeah,
Sounds
cool.
good.
Take it, eh? What do you reckon, Mullet? Go see Bullfrog?
Well, I'm back in the bay. That's it. Let's go have a look. Well, I'm here now for the full year, so let's make dreams happen, eh?
Go get amongst it, mate.
Yeah,
All
for
right,
sure.
Thanks for being on the podcast, mate.
Yeah, no, thank you
It was
very much,
definitely-
guys, for that. It was
Definitely a
good.
bit of fun.
I did have a little bit of anxiety at the start, like my feet was sliding around these tiles, but I was pretty good, you know. They dried out, you know. I just settled into the seat, you know, got in the tune, and I hope that everyone liked it. But yeah, that's just how we roll, you know.
Coming from the bloke that stole the lolly, Jarrett.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening to us, and I think there'll be more fun times to come down the track this year. So
All right, and I'll bring up I'll bring up Mullet's TikTok at the bottom of the screen.
go
again.
follow Mullet on
We'll maybe
TikTok.
put a link in the description or something like that. Yeah, easy.
no worries.
All right, cheers, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Cheers,
guys
John.
for having me. Oh, look at that.
Guys in the Golf.